My fellow Americans, I love America very much for its ideals of freedom, liberty, equality, and pursuit of happiness for all. But I see it being destroyed within itself, and it hurts me beyond one can imagine.
This president has vetoed pay for the military, stalled relief for millions of you, and issued the most toxic tally of pardons we have ever seen.
And guess who is laughing at us? It is Chinese Xi Jinping, Russian Putin, North Korean Kim, and Iranian Ayatollah. In the history, there have been many examples of nation builders, nation healers, and nation destroyers. I am just putting my heartfelt thoughts, and I have no intention of hurting anyone's feeling who may have ideas that is totally different than mine. But the truth is that we have to talk. Our country is called United States of America. We all are living here and sharing this beautiful creation of God. The question arises, do we want to live in love, peace, and respect for each other, or we want to fight, hate, demonize, and destroy each other?
After vetoing pay for the military, after leaving relief in limbo, millions of Americans don't have food for Christmas, let alone money for heat. He has not only proven to be incompetent, but he is indeed truly inhumane.
I was born in a country where Gandhi is known as father of the nation. And I'm living in a country where George Washington is called the father of the nation. They are true great leaders who played very important part in creation of these two countries. With love and respect, I call them as my two great uncles who changed the world in a very different ways, but for the same benevolent reasons. They fought for independence from oppressive and brutal regime of British Empire, but they applied different means to achieve them. Let's not talk about the means of violence versus non-violence here. Well, that was two different era, so let's not go into detail here. The thing that we want to draw attention to is that both great countries, America and India, are not doing well today. It is very sad and unfortunate that both the countries are ruled by leaders who have autocratic tendency and can harm the nation for their own self-interest. Election in USA and farmers' unrest in India are just two such examples. But guess what? These two leaders were elected by and within us by our own people. So whom do we blame for this scarlet?
Donald J. Trump, President of the United States and man who's in a bar fight with reality.
We are the part of that blame that these two leaders fooled us and got into the power. Now, they are trying to destroy our values of democracy, freedom, and other values that we cherished. Dear friends, the fact is that Joe Biden received over 81 million votes and Trump got over 74 million. Not a small number. I repeat, not a small number. What does it mean? It means country is totally divided.
Painful. I've got to call Melania and tell her how bad it hurts.
Trump and his supporters are here. we have to acknowledge the facts. It means we have to talk, we have to respect, and we have to analyze the opponent's point of view. It means we have to recognize and find what we can do together rather than to fight over everything. By nature, human beings are created different. That is what makes among us Newtons versus Hitlers. That's what makes among us Einstein versus Mussolini. That's what makes among us Abraham Lincoln versus Putin. And that's what makes among us Bill Gates versus Chinese Xi Jinping. Put 5 kids of ages 2 to 3 in a room and watch. You will find that one kid plays with others, whereas another kid fights with others. This is what is called nature and its creation. We cannot change, but certainly we have to control it. We have to work on behavioral psychology and try to steer it in socially acceptable domain. We will find that one kid will like to play with someone of his skin color, whereas another kid can play with any kid of any skin color. Bottom line is, we all are born with likes, dislikes, attitudes, and personality. Still, we have to find a way, a common way and grounds to live together. It is fine to like your own skin color, but when you start hating other skin colors, then it is called racism. Being racist, xenophobic, psychopath, narcissist is not something we have to tolerate and accept. Trump is liked by many for the idea of make America great again, as they think, and because they think that Trump will make them rich and famous and they will be happy thereafter. Some people like Trump for building wall because he thinks that Mexicans are bad and rapists. Some like Trump for bringing people from Norway with blonde hair and not from shithole country, as he said. Believe it or not, some like Trump for being racist and xenophobic. And to tell you the truth, some like him for grabbing the pussy attitude also. We may not and must not agree with these sick ideas, but the fact are that these people are Americans. The fact are these are our neighbors, friend, and guess what? Some of them are our family members too. So let us talk to them. Let us love them. Let us respect them. Maybe one day they will change. Let the democracy prevail. Let us freedom prevail. Let us right of life, liberty, pursuit of happiness for all prevail. I am very happy with the election result. I participated in it. It proved that soul of America is safe and sound. It proves that soul of America is winning, thriving, and will endure. I wanted to attend the inauguration and celebrate the win of light over darkness. I wanted to celebrate the win of love over hate. I wanted to celebrate the win of democracy and decency over meanness. This is victory of truth, justice, and love for all. But due to COVID, I am just putting my ideas to you all. I hope all of you happy holidays. God bless America and its values and our troops. Thank you. Now let us see some truth.
The U.S. Supreme Court seemed to send a very strong signal late today with very few words.
And a one-sentence order from the Supreme Court rejecting that entire case. Just, no, get out of here.
Not only did they shut this case down, but they shut it down in just 34 minutes. Hey, would you like to go out with me? And Trump must be especially butthurt. I mean, maybe he'll try appeal to God. Who knows?
Look, I know I'm only asking for your help when I'm walking down a ramp, but this one's important, big guy.
I was like, find Donald Trump, because I was adamant on finding him and then making a video of me going, hey, Trump, fuck you.
What a sad day to see attack on the temple of democracy. Unimaginable.
Thousands of Trump supporters were gathering for a so-called Save America march, there to protest President Trump's November election defeat, just 14 days before Joe Biden's inauguration. At noon, the president took to the stage, fueling the fire of anger and dissent.
We will never give up. We will never concede. We'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
As debate continued inside, outside, President Trump supporters were arriving, and the mood had distinctly changed. The entire Capitol went into lockdown, but protesters were already inside. This man taking a selfie with a Capitol police officer as other police stand nearby. House chamber lawmakers huddled in the balcony as armed security barricaded the door. At one point, shots fired. A protester hit. She eventually dies.